Hello and welcome back. I'm Stranky and this is Kerbal Space Program. Had to think about that for a second. So we're about to try and get into orbit. So let's have a go. We built our spaceship. Yeah, we built our spaceship last time. We want to load it. It is the test flight 0.29. Here it is. Okay, you hold that. Okay, so let's. Shall we keep Jeb? We'll keep Jeb. So let's go to launch. Now, apart from getting into orbit, we have to be able to get back from orbit. So I hope we do have enough. Okay, log temperature. Okay, we get some science. So we can transmit it. It's okay. How are we? We've got that, then those, that. Yep, it should all be pretty much where we want. So blast off. And we want to put the traction control on. Tip a bit over. Probably be a bit easier once those have stopped firing. Okay, we can get rid of them. So I want to go a bit to the east. I can turn off that. We don't need to be like that all the time, do we? We can check our progress. I think we're around the planet. So it's still growing. When it gets up to about 70, we want to kill the rocket. Okay, so it is on 70. So we want to, well, let's go a bit more that way to open it up a bit. And then we will kill it. Okay, so now we want to point towards here. Okay, so I don't think I have enough fuel to actually make the whole orbit and get back to Earth, unfortunately. And I don't want Jeb to be stuck out here, so I think what we're going to do is do our science experiments. We're much higher than we were before, so we can do mystery go. Okay, we can keep it for 10. We can observe this. We can keep it for 25. And we can do a crew report, which is worth absolutely nothing. Log temperature, which is worth 8. So it's not complete waste. No. Can't do an EVA, can we? We need to upgrade the astronaut complex to do that. Alright, so let's we can get rid of that. We did have a little bit of fuel left, but I really don't think it would have helped much at all. So yeah, we need that little bit more fuel. Now you add more and it's not less efficient, but we could say less efficient, but it's not really less efficient, because you add fuel, but you got to get that fuel up into space, so you spend more fuel getting that fuel up into space. So if I add a tank, it doesn't give us a whole tank more of fuel, because everything before that tank is used has to use more to get it. And at some point, I'm going to actually speed this up. While he re-enters. And I think I'm facing the wrong way. That's the way I want to face. How are we for battery? We're okay for battery, so I can keep that on. So how's this surface speed? It's starting to slow down. And we're plummeting to Earth. Kerbal, wherever Jeb likes to say he comes from. Plummeting towards the surface, but we are slowing down, which is good. Okay, so we got rid of all the heat. That's one hurdle out the way, and we're still slowing down, which is good. And we'll go a bit less, and we release the thingy, and it broke. So it's good that we have the backup chutes to release those. So a little bit too fast to release that one. But they should slow us down enough to now they're fully deployed. Unfortunately, the way I have them, we go in a bit head first. Oh, not head first. Oh yeah, we're going head first. So maybe we try and redesign that a little bit, but he should be okay. We're not going fast at all, so. Here we go. put the speed back down for the final descent because we don't want any weird stuff to happen. So poor Jeb has had another failed flight. But overall, it's been a successful flight because we went higher than we've gone before, and we've got 62 science now, so we've got a lot of things, but he hasn't gained any XP. But we might be able to spend something here. So let's see, what do we have? The flight control gives us a reaction wheel. That's wings and things. The Terrier. Now what we could do actually is there's the other engine, which is this one. Let's research this. So we'll get a bigger fuel tank. And we'll get... Okay, so this whole bit can come here. So now this is like 2 of them. So what I'm going to do is put one of this with the Terrier. So that should give us, because if you look at it, it has thrust at sea level, that's the ASL, is 14.7, which is pretty bad, but thrust in the vacuum is 60. And this one is the swivel, so sea level 168, so much better, and in a vacuum 200. But I think this one, if I do that, yeah, I think it uses less less fuel for that thrust, so it should be more efficient overall. So now if we put another stack decoupler here, can I put a stack decoupler? There we go. Had to click it a million times. So now I want that. And we put that there. Can I get rid of this one? So that should get us quite high. And I'm contemplating changing the boosters, but we don't have much steering until they drop off. What concerns me is that the weight of the engine is now being lifted up into space. But it should be okay. So now, Jeb, I'm sorry, but you've had so many flights. It's time to give a go to Valentina. Right, so let's save this as 0.3. Now there's nothing else we need. We could put a battery in it, but I think at this point it will just weigh us down. And we don't want to be weighed down. We want as simple as possible to get up there. So I think we have what we need. With any luck, that will help us okay, those are more for the planes. So let's try and launch with Valentina. If it hasn't changed over to Jebediah, or as I called him, Jeremiah. Now, here she is, Valentina. So you're going to do an EVA. Do a crew report. Transmit it. No, you can't transmit it. Store. I have to press B to board. Okay, so ready? So how are we? That. So with no. So we have those and that and that. Those and those. Then that goes with those and those, and then that goes off. And then that goes with that, and that goes with that. So those go, and then those go off, and that stays blowing. When that's finished, that goes off and that goes on. When that's finished, that goes off, then that, then these. Okay. Valentina, hold on to your helmet, because we're gonna go. Face east, but it always tends to go the wrong way. It doesn't really matter which way we do it,